So find a wall, standing chest stretch at the wall. Stand as tall as you can with your feet parallel to each other. Bring your one arm behind you towards the wall. Draw your shoulders back, lift, and find as much extension as you can from your pelvis up through the crown of your head. Deep inhale, and then exhale, begin to turn away from the wall through your chest and your shoulders. To move out of this exercise, turn towards the wall, and then bring your other arm across behind you once again. Feet are parallel. Stand really tall. Bring both of your shoulders back. Deep inhale. And then exhale, begin to turn away from the wall. Your feet will follow your body. Deep inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, continue to draw your shoulder joints back. Inhale and move towards the wall. Release your hands. So standing hip circles is next, just like a hula dancer. Bring your hands to your waist, and your feet can be hip width apart, or for more stability, draw your feet wider than hip width apart. Take a deep inhale and just move your hips in a big circle. Back, side, forward, and side. This should feel good. And that was 8. We'll do 8 in the other direction. Big circles. So you can do between 5 and 10 of these. You can make your hip circles as little or as big as you want. So next is shoulder circle. And you can stand or sit in a chair for this. If you stand, you'll have a little more range of motion and ability to do bigger circles. Your hand and your arms won't get in the way. So I'll do these standing. We'll start with forward circles. Bring your shoulder joints back, up towards your ears, forward and down. Keep breathing through each exercise. So we'll do one more for 8, and then we'll do 8 circles back. Up, back, down, and forward. One more. Deep inhale, lift up. Exhale down. Sit towards the edge of the chair if you're comfortable with your feet parallel to each other. And make sure that you lift up tall. Shoulders back. And again, your hips are down and stable, but from your pelvis, think of lifting through the crown of your head to get lots of space through your torso. So, wrist curls, fingers extended, just back and forth. And then we will do wrist circles in one direction. This takes a little coordination. And we'll go in the other direction for another 8. Head tilts. Again, make sure you have lots of extension through your spine, up through the crown of your head for this. Shoulders are drawn back, chest is lifted high. Just bring one ear over to your shoulder. allow your head to release with gravity towards your shoulder. We're doing these for 30 seconds each, so gravity will eventually continue to open more and more of the muscles on the side of your neck. Inhale, very carefully lift up. Exhale, just settle in. And then we'll do the other side. So sitting up straight, shoulders back, deep inhale. Bring your head to the opposite side, ear towards the shoulder. And breathe. You can always hold this for less time. To come out of this, take a deep inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, relax. Take a deep inhale. We're going to turn our heads to the side, shoulders back, lift up, inhale again, and turn your head. So you don't want to look down towards your shoulder or up towards the sky. Imagine that you're turning and you're looking at something that is at eye level, straight ahead. But as you're doing that, continue to find more and more extension from your pelvis up through the crown of your head. Your shoulders stay squared forward. Inhale. And then use another inhale to lift up and to turn your head to the other side. Shoulders stay forward with your hips and your knees. Take a deep inhale, come forward. Elbow curls. Make a really soft fist, so it's not a tight fist at all. And then you're going to bring your knuckles to about your temple, maybe as far back as your ears. Take a deep inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, shoulders move towards your back, towards the wall behind you. And then you're going to roll across your knuckles to bring your elbows towards each other. They may touch, they may not. But even if they don't touch, try to keep your elbows parallel to each other, so even, rather than one elbow being higher than the other. So you're going to bring them towards each other and then retract them back. As you bring your elbows back, you'll feel your shoulder blades moving onto your back. Inhale together, exhale back. And don't worry about what your range of motion is, just work within your own flexibility. And relax your hands down. So for seated foot circles and point flexes, extend one leg straight out and you're going to rest your other shin or other calf right on your bottom shin. So from here, you're going to simply do circles in one direction with your top ankle. And it's good to not look down, to instead lift your head over your heart over your hips. Breathing deeply. You're trying to get a full circle as if your big toe is touching each hour on a clock. And reverse for 10. 2 more. Point flexes. Just point your foot and then flex it. We'll do 4 more for 10. Last one. And then inhale, lift your knee, place your foot down. Just take a moment, we're gonna switch to the other leg. Extend that leg out. Cross your side of your shin over. Sit up really, really tall and circle in one direction. It doesn't matter which way you begin circling. Let's reverse for 10. And point and flex for 10. 1, 2. And lift one knee up, place it down. Draw your other leg in. Seated spinal rotation. Take a deep inhale, lift up, and you're going to keep your hips and your knees forward, your feet parallel. Bring your inside hand to your armrest on your chair. Take another deep inhale and exhale, begin to turn towards the armrest. But again, keep your gaze forward, not down or up. If your outside hand can reach the armrest, great. If it can't, great. Just hold on to the outside of your thigh. Deep inhale, exhale, twist a little deeper. Keep lifting up through your chest. Maybe after a few breaths, you can even bring your both hands to your armrest. And then to come out of this, make sure that your spine is still extended. Take a deep inhale, come forward. And switch sides. Inside hand to your armrest, elbows behind your torso. Deep inhale, exhale, twist. And again, bring your hand to either the outside of your thigh or to the armrest. You can go a little deeper by pressing your hand against your thigh and deepening this stretch. Forward. Exhale, relax. So overhead extension is our last warm-up and flexibility move. So begin with just extending your arms overhead. If you can keep extension through your elbows, that is great. Maybe interlace your hands and draw up or draw your palms up. Just keep stretching from your waist all the way up to your armpits, all the way up through your hands, breathing deeply. Breathe fully into your belly. Let your belly grow big with each inhale. And then exhale, bring your hands down. You are done.